Good morning. Working on the end of the house today to get all the posts in place so that I can get the final beams put in. So that it's supposed to be some hurricane tomorrow, but later in the week we can get floor joists in. So these are the oak posts, or red oak, and they're going as you can see here. One's going here and the other one over here. And the reason why I'm putting oak posts out here is because above us is the oak truss, and the weight of that is going to come down onto an oak header and then transfer down these oak posts down to the concrete. So I have oak. It's probably way overkill, but I might as well use it. It's a lot stronger than the pine and the hemlock that I have, so that's what I'm doing. As you can see, this is what we got done yesterday. And I wasn't going to put tenons on the top of these posts. I was just going to use mechanical fasteners. But I've decided to put tenons and get the mortising machine up here and do a mortise. So there'll be a mortise in this one, and then the beam that comes across here. And this beam, which is that 20-footer, lands down on this section right by the chimney, and I'm going to put two wind braces into that. So I've got to make up some wind braces and mortise those in. So that's the project for the day, is to finish this section of the house, get some plates on the top, and if I have time, maybe even do a layout on top of the plates. And plates are all done, but top of these beams. So I'll film some stuff. Hopefully it's interesting. Stay tuned. This is the inside of the building. Well, obviously the outside of the building here. So that is the tenon, 2.5 inches. And normally I would put it in the middle, but if I put it in the middle, it only leaves this amount of wood on the end of the beam, which is going to fit on here, to resist any tear out. And that's not very good practice. I guess that's what it is. So I'm moving the tenon up here, so we've got twice as much material to resist tear out. It's still not very, it's still not as strong as you'd hope, but it's the best we can do here. And the other thing I would normally do is I would shift this down a little bit so that there is a little shoulder here cut into this. So if you're looking from down below, you can't see up into the mortise. But I'm not going to do that either, because I want to get all of the material I can down here to resist that. So I'm kind of so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make these cuts with a skill saw, chop this all out, and do the same on the beam next to it. And then we're on to post next to it. All right, stick with me. We'll get some more cut here. So there we have it, a tenon offset to the front inside face of the building. I'm going to clean this up a little bit with a chisel and do the same thing on the next post, and then that means all the posts for the cellar are done. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, well, there are the two oak posts. Oops, excuse me. There are the two oak posts out front here. This one fit really nice. The other one not so nice. I'm not going to show you that one. And probably only this face is ever going to show inside the house. Maybe, I don't know. There won't be much of it that shows, but that's okay. They're there as a structural thing, not so much as a looky thing. As an aesthetic thing, that's what I'm thinking of. So, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to prep this beam, which goes from there to there, from there to there, but I'm not going to put it in yet because what I want to do is get the 20-foot beam, which is that one, all prepped, planed, prepped everything, and get it lifted over here with the tractor and set on the far set of, I'll move that far set of rolling staging up here. And then once that is rolled up in here and out of the way, then I can set this beam. Anyway, you'll see the progression, and it's going well. I only have a little bit more to do, which is going to take me the rest of the day. All right, I just planed this 20-footer And we're cutting it to length right now. Cutting this end to length. So this is going to actually be the top. So there'll be, I'm not really worried about that split. That'll be on the top. Alright, I gotta notch it out here to receive a top plate. And then cut it to length. And then I'm going to take a break. And when I come back, I got to do the wind braces for the post and this beam. So then at that point we can start assembling stuff. Sorry, I forgot to set the camera up when we set up this post with the wind braces. There was a lot of yelling then that went on there too, so probably a good thing it didn't get filmed. Good morning. The sun's not out this morning. It's all overcast. Because yesterday I was going to film a bunch of stuff and had battery problems, and I think the camera overheated actually. So I don't even know what I filmed, what got filmed and what didn't. But as you can see, this is where we got to yesterday. I got all of the posts and beams in place. There's the chimney location, bathroom over there. So it went pretty well. I've got this post here. It's got to come in. So as you can see up here, see that joint's not very good, and this one's not very good. So I'm going to take the chainsaw and I'm going to run down through those, both of those, and then I'll be able to pull this whole post and beam configuration this way and actually plumb up that post and fix these joints which don't look very good. So I'm going to take care of that this morning. The other thing is these need a little bit more tweaking. You know, did the best I could to get them level, and when you sight across the tops, they're pretty good. Let me stop it, and I'll move the camera for a minute. So if you look at it from up here, and I sight across, I can see which ones of these need to be moved slightly. There's a couple that need a little bit of tweaking, but it's pretty close. So I'm pretty happy with that. I went and looked at the pile of floor joists this morning that have been sitting there for almost 2 years. And so after I finish messing around with this, and I got to do the layout on those two down the centers, I'm going to put the forks on the tractor and bring over all the floor joists. And I think I did a quick check this morning. I think I'm a little bit short. Of course, I sawed these a very long time ago, and I think the house plans changed slightly. But over in that pile, thankfully, I've got 2x10s. 10x10s and 8x10s, which I can put on the mill and resaw into floor joists. So I've got plenty of material. So the goal today, the hurricane's supposed to not show up till tonight, and then we're actually supposed to miss most of it. The goal today is to get that layout and that tweaked and get all of the floor joists over here, and we'll see how much more I get done. Maybe start pre-cutting some of the floor joists. Anyways, so, and then tomorrow it's supposed to rain tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful, and I'm going to actually get started on putting floor joists in, which is awesome. So we'll see how far I get. I'm hopefully tomorrow is Wednesday, so Thursday. So hopefully by Friday we'll be putting the deck down, and I'll probably spend the weekend backfilling, and then there'll be huge changes. I could actually walk up onto our house deck after that. So that's the plan. Gotta have a plan. So all right, I'll try to film stuff today if I can get the battery to work. All right, thanks for watching. Still got to come in that much, 1 kerf of the saw. So I'm going to, instead of fixing that one completely, I'm going to actually fix this one. Let's see what it did over here. All right, that's perfect. Nice. So the very last thing I have to do before layout is, this timber is a little bit less than 8 inches, and I'm going to just shim it up so that it's level, screw it in place, and then I'm ready for the layout. So, which is amazing. All right. All right, I got them all shimmed up. And I don't have a laser level, but you can't probably see it on the camera. But using my eyeball, sighting across, it's just it's really nice. I would say it's as close to perfect as I'm going to get it, and you don't need a laser level. You can use your eyeball if you've trained yourself to look. It doesn't, your eyeball doesn't lie to you. So that deck now the framing is perfectly flat, and it's ready for, we're going to do some layout, and it's starting to sprinkle out. I'm going to do layout, and then I'm going to spend probably most of the day sorting lumber to get all the floor joists over here. So that's the plan. Things are moving along.